Hello everyone, my name is Oakley, but you may call me Nathan. Welcome to my channel, I don't want to say renovated, but it's a newly titled channel, and I decided to shake things up a bit for my videos, and decided to change the title. What I do here is I do reviews on movies, books, and comic books. And today I'm actually going to be talking about a movie I saw on Netflix called Rurouni Kenshin. Now this was a request from one of my viewers. He wanted me to do a review on this movie just to see what I thought, and that's what I'm going to do. First off, this movie, just to give you a little bit of context of what this movie is about, as far as I know, from watching this movie, there's a battle going on between two warring factions. I'm assuming that one is government and one is revolutionary. It follows the story of the character of Rurouni Kenshin, but before he had that name, his name was Batosai. I'll have to put the subtitle down there so I can see it. Batosai was actually an assassin for that revolutionary group. I'm assuming. But then during that journey, he meets a woman, like most men do, named Tomo Yukishiro, and she pretty much tries to settle his life, tries to change his life. I'm also assuming that, considering from what I just searched on here, that it was a animated feature at one point, and I guess they decided to make it into a live-action movie. About the movie, first of all, it was very confusing storyline. Reason why? Because this is my very first Japanese film, and I'm pretty sure I've seen a Japanese film before. I get to understand I'm 44 years old. My mind is going. But no, I'm pretty sure this was my very first Japanese film, and I was actually very excited to watch this because of that reason. And to the person that suggested it to me, I'm actually glad to. I should actually thank you for suggesting that movie to me. So it was a very positive experience for me. First off, I could have watched this movie. When I watched this movie on Netflix, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that it's out on Netflix. I had to use subtitles, and I would prefer to use subtitles when it comes to foreign films, and not the dub version, because the dub version is just absolutely terrible. I mean, especially when the mouths are moving, but the words that come out of the mouth aren't matching with the movements of the mouth. See what I'm saying? That's just annoying. I hate that. So I like to use subtitles. For example, You have killed my master. I have traveled a long journey to get my revenge. And again, it was definitely a confusing storyline with that, I mean, it may seem pretty simple the way I said it, but when I was watching it, I was hooked on watching it, but the storyline was a little confusing. So, because this is about Japanese history, and that's something I know nothing about. So, but it doesn't change the fact that I still enjoyed the movie. It did have some great sword battles, it had some great sword fight scenes, and it wasn't like a ballet show. It wasn't floaty or operatic. It was definitely cinematic, but it was a good example of that would be Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger. Did I get that right? That's a good example of what I mean, where the characters are floating in the air and they're doing the sword fights and stuff like that. You don't see that in this movie. This movie is very grounded, it's very raw, it's very realistic. Not as much fluidity as you would see in a normal sword fight, and any normal sword fight really. But it was really grounded, very raw, it's emotional, and you can actually feel the impact of the swords, going against each other, and when the sword actually makes contact with the person, you can really feel that. It's it really hits you when you see that kind of stuff. And there's not a whole lot of that going on in this movie. I'm also assuming this is more of a dramatic movie than an action movie, and that's pretty much the sense I got from it. And again, this is about this character, Battlesai, before he goes to the name of Rurouni Kenshin. Now, there is a sequel to this movie called The Finale. This one's called The Beginning. The one we're talking about right now is called The Beginning, and there is another movie called The Finale, also on Netflix. I have not seen that yet, but I will, and I will give you my review on that also. Honestly, hey, Mark, since you're the one that suggested the movie, I thought it was great. I thought it was very, very entertaining. I thought it was great to watch, and again, storyline was confusing, but considering everything that I just saw in this movie, I have to say it was pretty good. I strongly recommend this movie, and honestly, if I had a star system, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5, and I strongly recommend this movie. So I think that's all I got for you guys. Go check out Rurouni Kenshin on Netflix if you have Netflix. It's good. I enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments down below if you understood it better than I did. I would definitely like to know what you guys think. And so until then, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Be nice to each other. Party on, dudes. And I will see you guys on the bounce.
What?